Good morning, everyone. So guess what? So I'm not wearing some sunglasses because I went to a nightclub yesterday, but unfortunately due to the air conditioner, so I got some issue with my eyes, to be honest. So please, no picture and no video. That's the reason why in the last minute, and one more time, I apologize for that. So we decided, with the help of my colleague Serge, to do a duo on stage. So Serge, come on. So my name, by the way, is Laurent Garcia. So I work for Veeam since 2012, and I'm currently our cloud and hosting director for Europe, Russia, and India. And right now, I would like also to welcome Serge. Yep. Does it work? Ah, no, we have an issue with the pair. Ah, perfect. Thank you, Serge.
Thank you. Good morning. What a surprise to be with you. So I just been informed last minute to do this presentation. So who I am. The topic is still the same, but who I am. So I'm part of global product marketing. So I report to the vice president of global product marketing, someone based in Americas. And my role at Veeam is to work on the messaging, the positioning of all our product portfolio, and to make sure that our products resonate quite well with the needs of the EMEA region and the Asia Pacific region. So yes, I have a big region to cover. So Laurent asked me to share with you things about DR as a service, disaster recovery as a service. Thank you, Laurent. But please feel free to interrupt me when needed. You know, okay. So how does it work? Yeah, it seems to me very complicated. So maybe I have to tell you one thing on my life, my professional life. So I joined Veeam 3.5 years ago. So before Veeam, I used to work first for a company called Digital Equipment. So long time ago. Then for 10 years, I was very proud to work for a company. Maybe you know the name of this company. It is called Apple Computer. So I was in charge of a very small project, little project, which was the launch of macOS 10 in Europe. So I was in charge of this little project. And then I moved from Apple to VMware. My role at VMware in Europe was to do two things. First, to test the virtualization concept for the prosumer market, so consumer and professional market for one need, virtualization on the Mac platform. Maybe some of you use the Mac platform and use a product called VMware Fusion. I was in charge of this project at VMware. Then what I did at VMware was to look at a market called SMB, virtualization for the SMB. So what I did was the launch of vSphere Essentials. So now you know all of my life before Veeam. And by the way, there's a little story between VMware and Veeam. When Veeam started in 2008, 2009, Veeam decided to approach me to see how we could work together. And I had only one advice for Veeam. My only recommendation for Veeam was, why not to try to align our products? So I'm going to launch vSphere Essentials. Why don't you work on something you could call Veeam Essentials? That's the story, right? So now I think that I am ready. So you told me that I do this, yes. So I'm sure that you don't want to have your company with such a message, sorry, we are closed. Or if you are a service provider, a cloud and service provider, to have your end customers with such a message. Wow, it's very strong. For the ones who were yesterday in the session covered by Laurent, so where do you have to click? Here, here, here. I told you that it's too complicated, so maybe you do it for me? Yeah. I love to do this thing, you know. Maybe next time we'll do that. So for the ones who were in the session of Laurent yesterday, Laurent started in session with this thing, you know, digital transformation. So all the analysts talk on digital transformation. You know what it means, but it's not a dream; it's a true reality. We are in this world of objects, all connected together. So we move to this digital transformation need. So it means that in an IT point of view, we have to review some concepts because your end customers don't want to wait for services, for the applications. All has to be available. And with the tools they use, with all the constraints you know very well. So digital transformation is a new normal. And what does it mean? Well, availability enables digital transformation, and this is what we want to prove with our platform. So the success to go to this digital transformation target, it's to make sure that all is really available. So what does it mean? It means that you do your best with your actual IT data center things, but most of you work on something called a cloud-first strategy. So what I have to implement to make sure that I respect the needs of my end customers, availability. So it means that I have to work on a concept where everything is available 24 hours per 7 days per 365 days. So what does it mean in 2 words? It means that we have to make sure to avoid any catastrophic thing. Any catastrophic things has a cost, and you know the cost. At the beginning of this year, we did a survey with IT decision makers around the world, and we verified, and it is what they said to us, that by having a downtime, it has a cost, a true cost, which is huge. You see the numbers, it's huge. But this cost is one thing. Another important thing is the loss of customer confidence, the damage to brand identity, and the loss of employee confidence. Wow. And this impact is by far bigger than a true US dollar cost. So how to fix this kind of experience? So we at Veeam think that our motto is to provide you the technologies to enable things like DR as a service. We will not build our own cloud. We will help you to build the services mandatory to make all what is in place in the enterprise available. That's what Veeam is building today. And it is how we work on our products. The evolution of our products, the next releases of our products, the new products we will announce and put on the market next year is for this focus. So very, very soon, we will make available Veeam Availability Suite 9.5, and the whole idea with this new release of our Veeam Availability Suite product is to respect the three breakpoints. Availability for all your apps and data. Nothing is more important than your apps and your data, to exceed the SLAs and to optimize the budget, the money you inject on IT. So what does it mean then? Next, please. So we started with the private cloud. We started with the private cloud and to build a solution called Veeam Availability Suite to make sure that this availability concept is available for the private cloud and on premises. So then the next step was to build a new a new pillar linked to the Veeam Availability Suite for the Veeam cloud and service providers. So backup as a service. And the next step after this one was to link this concept with public cloud, Azure. The next step is Amazon, and we will see what we'll do next. So that's the thing. So you know the strategy of Veeam. We used to be a software vendor, starting with SMB. We moved to enterprise and cloud. Cloud is our priority number one. Cloud is our priority number one. All the products we develop are cloud in mind. Beginning of next year, we will make a new product available called Veeam Availability Orchestrator. And it will help you to build your plans for disaster recovery needs. To build this plan, to execute, and to document. That's the thing. So it's very complementary to our actual suite, Veeam Availability Suite. And it was a huge demand from the market. Veeam Availability Orchestrator. So from production to disaster recovery. Next slide, please. So, and we will combine the technology of Veeam Cloud Connect with another technology. We used to call it Veeam Managed Backup Portal, but it will be called Veeam Availability Console to allow you to monitor, to administrate your services from this console and to make it ready to use and easy to follow. So that's the strategy of Veeam. Veeam Availability Platforms for the hybrid cloud. Veeam is absolutely not a backup company. Absolutely not. Our goal is to provide a great portfolio of solutions for availability. That's the main thing. So you see in red, Veeam Availability Suite for private cloud and virtual cloud, for public cloud and physical workloads, because still in IT data centers, you continue to use physical servers on which you have critical databases from Oracle, from, well, you know them. And we will launch very, very soon something we call the agents, Veeam Agent for Microsoft Windows, Veeam Agent for Linux, combined with this famous Veeam Availability Console to allow you to make it available. In blue, you have this famous Veeam Availability Console to monitor, to administer the whole thing. And on top of this big rectangle in blue, you have the Veeam Availability Orchestrator to prepare your disaster recovery plan. The three arrows in green, Veeam Cloud Connect, it's to make sure that it fits with a cloud-first strategy. Private, public, hybrid, that's the thing with this new platform. And we name it for hybrid cloud. It's so important. It's so important for Veeam. So what's next? I am impressed because Laurent says nothing, you know? So it seems that the strategy seems to look good even for Laurent, so I'm very pleased. So what are the three pillars, the three capabilities of this new platform? All is about enterprise continuity, workload mobility, and of course monitoring, so compliance and visibility. That's the thing with this new platform. So now let's enter more in the concept of disaster recovery as a service. With a product, I hope you know already its name. Its nickname is VCC, Veeam Cloud Connect. So what is Veeam Cloud Connect? I have no doubt you know this 3-2-1 data protection rule, where the whole idea is to have three different copies of data, where two are on different media, and one has to be off-site. So very often, most of you use tapes. But here, in our case, one means off-site, on the cloud. And this is what we want to highlight more and more. One means on the cloud, backup as a service, and DR as a service. So Veeam, with the development of the products, respect strictly this data protection rule. So in terms of VCC, the next steps of VCC, again, all is about to deliver a comprehensive availability strategy where you add the components. It's more or less like a Lego operating system or a Lego thing. Okay, you do not destroy something you add in your suite, in your environment, and that's the thing with VCC, which is a component, critical component, part of Veeam Availability Suite. The whole idea is also to cut the cost, because you are asked to do more with less. So that's the thing. Make it simple. And what I learned with Steve Jobs is make it simple and stupid. So easy to install, easy to implement, easy to manage, and if you have some troubles with it, easy to troubleshoot. That's the main thing. And to reduce the complexity, it means also you don't need to have a second data center. You can build it yourself if you want, but the concept of Veeam is also to engage more with cloud and service providers. Okay. That's the main idea, the main philosophy with this product. Next. So with Veeam Cloud Connect, you can build your offer on backup as a service, disaster recovery as a service. Who knows what should be the next big thing with VCC? Maybe archiving as a service, or I don't know. And I am more often in a position when I listen to the market than I talk to the market. So please tell me what you would like to have next. But that's the thing with VCC. First, to backup on the cloud, and you can do it easily with a few clicks, and it works. It's very robust, very powerful, easy to implement. And the next big thing is disaster recovery as a service. So we do not replace, and far from us the idea to replace the cloud-led service providers. You are the specialists, you are the technicians, you are the ones who know extremely well this market. What we want to do is to make sure that more prospects and customers come to you and use the technologies you have implemented for them. So we are the buffer between the end customer and you, the service provider. If you're an enterprise company, you can build your own cloud or hybrid cloud with the same philosophy, because in this case, the end customer is people who works in the department of a big enterprise organization. But the concept is exactly the same for us. So yes, Veeam Cloud Connect is a key underpinning technology. It provides a means for workloads and data to move between on-premises and cloud-based locations. That's the main thing, the main idea with Veeam Cloud Connect. So the next big thing, as I said, is Veeam Availability Orchestrator. And there is a huge demand. We receive lots of demands at Veeam, which is to help IT folks to orchestrate, to automate disaster recovery testing, and to document. And very often, the third piece of this need is forgotten, to document. It is what we want to do. It is what we really want to do. So, yeah, let's say early next week, we will introduce a first release of Veeam Availability Orchestrator, and hopefully before the end of this calendar year, we will announce a beta release. If not the case, it will be a beginning of next year. But that's the thing, and it will help you to prepare your DR plan or to build your DR service. That's the thing. So build, test, and document. I think, yeah, we are very close to the end of the session. So what's the idea with Veeam Availability Orchestrator? It is to orchestrate, to maintain availability through orchestrated disaster recovery for your always-on enterprise, to do preventive actions and not reactive actions. And that's the main thing, to have the good dashboards to tell you, oh, I see something wrong coming soon, prepare your DR things, test it, it's already built, test it, and then document when it works. That's the main thing. Next. Yeah, I think that I said already that it will be announced. So Q1 means before end of March 2017. So enabling the cloud. Laurent, do you want to say something? So we repeat what you can read with good searches of analysts. IT is moving to the cloud. Yes, we are told by analysts that by end of 2020, most of 80% of the IT data center move to the cloud. So it means that we have to accelerate this transformation. So driven by resource efficiency and cost savings, yes. And businesses need backup services, backup as a service, DR services. It's not only software as a service needs, yes. We create this market. Again, we are no more a software vendor with only one product for backups. We do much more, and we will continue to do much more based on the need, which is availability. We create this market, and we are very proud to say that we see more and more nice articles from analysts. Even our competitors use now the word availability. And something extremely important for your market, your business, we enable DRaaS. We will not replace you, absolutely not. For the ones who don't know Veeam, we sell 100% indirect. We don't sell direct to our end customers. So it means that we not only we trust on our Veeam cloud and service providers, but we build the tools for our ecosystem to provide this kind of service. So Veeam enables DRaaS. You can find a lot of information on Veeam and cloud disaster recovery on our website. I recommend in particular two good articles in Veeam Up magazines dedicated to disaster recovery as a service. And we have tons of white papers for this topic. We have hyper-converged infrastructure, making DRaaS work for you, and tons of nice white papers to help you to build this service. One last thing I'd like to say. Oh, did I forget it? That's the last one. So thank you very much. Maybe we can open the Q&A with Laurent. Thank you very much.
Any questions? Any questions? So at least you can join us also on our booth, so we are just nearby, and we have some system engineers, salespeople who can directly reply your different questions. So one more time, thank you so much. Apologize for this last minute change, and thank you, Serge. Merci.